It's time to return to one of my favorite series on this channel. Stupid, weird, crazy Craigslist post. Let's take a look. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with another video. And it's time, finally, it's time for another Craigslist ad video. This is where people post wanted ads on Craigslist. It's kind of just weird and wacky. They think they got something rare and worth a lot of money. They really know they don't, but they're trying to con somebody, I guess. And they're just really weird. Now, all these won't be Star Wars related. As you know, sometimes we do all Star Wars, but sometimes they're hard to find. And this is going to be, I always try to keep it in a pop culture field. So, you know, we'll look at Star Trek, we'll look at Star Wars. If you're new to the series, if you've seen the others in this series, you know what we're getting into. You know how weird and crazy this is going to be. And in fact, you might want to get your wallet and want to buy some of this stuff. Who knows? You might get to meet somebody at the Stuckies. Remember that? In one video, somebody wanted to meet behind the Stuckies. Crazy. Let's just get into this. And we're going to start with a Star Wars one right here. Super rare mint Star Wars figures. $4,000. I can tell already without reading the description. These ain't mint. Look at the yellowing on these figures. Ugh. I have 3 very rare Star Wars. Let me just, before I get started, they always say it's always very rare or they always want to say it's their childhood. These are the ones I play with as toys. Like they don't know nothing about it. I have 3 very rare. Oh, it says very R. I have 3 very R Star Wars action figures that were sold only at Sears back in 1886. I knew Sears had been around a long time, but I didn't know they were selling Star Wars figures in 1886. I guess Laura Ingalls was out buying them when she was going to the handy store to buy some seed or something. Let's see. They are hard to find, and most people never seen them. Everybody's seen these. They are worth a lot, like a lot. They are in good shape, but the monster has lost his bow. I guess he means Walrus Man. Walrus Man doesn't have a bow. I don't know what he's talking about right there. I'm going a low price for it because I need to sell it fast to get money for you know what. No, we don't know what. We don't know what you're selling these for. We really don't care. Asking $4,000 or we'll take more if you use Cash App or Venmo. Thanks for your time. They will ask for more. They will take more if you use one of those apps. Who's going to say, okay, I want to pay more. Just give me here. Just take whatever I got. Because look at these. They're so rare. I've got to have them. Come on. Let's get out of here. Let's look at another one. Oh, Lord. Look at this one here. 2 vintage Star Wars action figure toys. $300. I'm surprised they didn't say rare, but I bet they say rare in the description. Let's see. I have 2 Star Wars action figures from Mego. From Mego that was released in the 70s. They were my childhood toys. There we go, childhood toys. I did play with them, but both are in great shape and look almost brand new. They always look almost brand new. That's another thing we see a lot in these videos. On eBay, they go for thousands of dollars, but I'm only asking $300 for both of them. Man, what a deal. I could get a lot more. I'm being a nice guy. So do not email me asking if I would take less. If you do email me, you will be deleted. Don't be a cheap bird. This is already a very good deal. Oh, let's see. You got a Boba Fett right there. Boba Fett's missing an arm. You got a Bespin security guard missing a freaking head. $300. Oh, this is going to be really, really good, I'm sure. Let's look at some clothing. Vintage clothing. Old Star Wars never used, $87. Let's see what we got right here. I have 2 shirts based on Star Wars from the 80s. They were both for my brother Adam, who sadly passed away. Who sadly passed away before he got them as a gift for his 9th birthday. This might be the saddest story on Craigslist ever. I know he would have loved them. And I've been waiting to find them a good home with someone that will love them as much as he did. It should have been he would. He also really loved frogs. I don't even know where to start with it. Why do we care if Adam loved frogs? But this guy waited since Adam passed away in the 80s. What is this? Or Jedi Church 83? He's been waiting that long to find him a good home. He says he will take $87 for them or trade for ET stuff. Don't use Craigslist after you've been smoking crack. That's all I'm going to say. Let's move on. Sorry, Adam. Rare VHS tape of Star Wars Christmas show, $250. I'm pretty sure they mean the holiday special. We all called it the Christmas show as a kid. Let's see. I have a VHS videotape that was used to record the rare Star Wars Christmas special back in the early 80s. Actually, it was the late 70s. However, it was recorded over. Grandma K recorded it. Grandma K recorded, I think, As the World Turns, Capital, and Search for Tomorrow. Maybe one of the shows was The Young and the Resting. Young and the Resting. That sounds like a great soap opera right there. Must have been a spinoff of Young and the Restless. Anyway, the tape is still marked special. Anyway, the tape is still marked Star Wars Special. This is one of... Well, hold on. Did he say it was taped over? Or did it have... Wait a minute. Grandma K. We don't need to know your grandma's name. I don't... Recorded, I think. So it was recorded over. It's just a tape that he recorded it on, the special on, but it's been recorded over. And sorry, that isn't like a tape from 1978, 79. Let's go on. This is a one-of-kind item. Yes, it's one-of-a-kind. Who's got a recorded over holiday special? I will do a local pickup or will only ship to the north side of Tennessee. Why? If you're going to ship it, I can understand on shipping in the U.S. I get that. But if you're already at the post office, why just in the northern side of Tennessee? And who's going to buy a freaking VHS tape? Yeah, it still says Star Wars Special on it. But come on, who's going to buy this? It's got record. It's not even, you're not even like, oh, maybe it's the first generation. It's a good copy of it. No. Oh, let's get on out of here. Angry Bird Star Wars color page, $11. At least the price ain't crazy. At least they didn't say it was rare. I found this on the internet a few years ago and never seen it again. Well, you probably didn't look. All you had to type is Angry Bird Star Wars coloring page, and I'm sure it would come up. It's a coloring page for Angry Bird as a Star Wars hero that you can print out and let some little kid color on. Hey, I want to color on it. I'm not a little kid. I'm not sure how rare it is. It's not rare at all. But he'll take $11 in cash for it. Sorry, I cannot ship it this time. Maybe I can in a few months. Piece of paper. Email it over. Who's going to buy this, really? Who's going to buy... One thing, who's going to buy an Angry Bird Star Wars coloring thing? Who wants to color Angry Bird Star Wars? No one. I'm starting to think people seen these videos I do, and they just post stuff hoping I'll see them. Let's see here. Super rare, there we go, super rare Star Trek figure from the 70s, $972. This is Captain Kirk from the Mego toy line based on the Star Trek. It's very rare and hardly ever found in the box. I've already even started. That's a picture of, I think it was like the 90s probably, or maybe early 2000s, I think the 90s. Wasn't Mego, it's Playmates. Let's see here, this is so rare. I saw one on the Pawn Star show, and he got over $30 for it. Well, that must be rare. I'm asking $972. Why $972? If you email me, make the subject Kirk toy from Star Trek TV show Mego action figure one of a kind rare. Why do you need the subject line so long in your email? You're selling so much you've got to, this is the email that says Captain Kirk toys from Star Trek Mego action figure two of a kind. I don't understand why you want it so rare. But this thing, get out of here. I'm getting angry now. This next one, I'm pretty convinced was a joke. Somebody had to put this as a joke. I thought it was kind of funny, so I still left it in here. Superman rookie card, $700. This is a picture of Superman as a freaking baby. I found this at a flea market like 2 weeks ago from Tomorrow Today. What the fuck? What? I found this at a flea market like 2 weeks ago from Tomorrow Today. I don't even know when he found, I don't know, but he went to a flea market and he found this card. It's Superman's rookie card. Before he was a reporter for the newspaper, he wasn't famous yet, so not many was made. Asking $700 or a free ride to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I want to give this guy a ride to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina just for posting this. It made me laugh. Look at little naked baby. Well, he's not naked. He don't got a shirt on. That's just weird, but it's going to get weirder. Look at this. HeMan local fair mirror, $75. Like new. There's that keyword again. This is a mirror I won at the Jasper County Fair in 1985 by throwing lead darts at small air balloons. Lead darts. That's dangerous. Small air balloons. Hope he means those you blow up and hang up. I hope he's talking about ones you fly up in the air in. The mirror is almost brand new, but doesn't show HeMan anymore. Yet his sister Ted is on it. Let's look at this picture real quick. I can't see where HeMan's like faded off. It's like HeMan, if he was on it, he just got up and walked off because there's nothing you can still see by. There's no proof that HeMan was ever on it, but Ted is. His sister Ted is still on it. Here we go. It's 100% cocaine free. Now, I didn't realize that these fair mirrors were cocaine mirrors until like years later. I used to win them at the fair also, man. I had White Snake, I had Poison, I had Kiss. My favorite was my Hank Williams Jr. Yeah, Bo Cephas himself mirror. But I didn't know they were made for cocaine, but apparently they were. That's what I found out. It was only used to hang up in the living room. Who's hanging up this in their living room? And I bet you, he was living in a trailer. It wasn't even a double wide. Let's see. Local pickup is a plus. It's a plus. That's just weird. Look at Orko on there too. Like he's doing some kind of thriller dance or something. That is weird. Let's get back over to Star Wars here. Baby Yoda in high demand figure. $1. One of the biggest Star Wars heroes today is Baby Yoda from the Baby Yoda TV show. He is hard to find in high demand for Christmas time. I'm sure any Star Wars fan or little kid is looking for this Christmas. This is a good time to get it before someone else does. Stop wasting your time looking at stores. It's right here. And only $1. Sorry, cannot ship or meet in person. Let's break this down. I don't even know where to start. First, you're only asking $1. That's good. It's not Baby Yoda. That's Squid Face. It's a vintage figure. It's worth more than $1. Maybe he just uploaded the wrong picture. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's selling a lot of stuff and he just uploaded the wrong picture and made a mistake. Then he says, sorry, he can't ship or meet in person. How are you going to get it? How do you get this thing if you can't ship it or meet the person with it? What do you do? I left it behind a rock at the Stuckies? I don't understand. Let's go on to a Star Trek episode of The Blind. $32. I have a rare Star Trek comic book that was made only for the blind. Only a few of these were made and sold in the 70s from a catalog company that sold items for handicapped and retards. They said it, not me. Cancel that Junkman. Don't cancel that Junkman because I'm just reading what I saw on here. This is a comic, but it comes with a record so they can know what's going on. Because blind people cannot read, they can only listen. That's true. Blind people cannot read, unless you count Braille or something, I guess. Asking $32 in cash. Only cash. You made it clear, only cash. My brother had it. My brother had this thing here, but my brother wasn't blind. I don't even know where to start with this one. A catalog company that only sold stuff for the handicapped and I can't just threw the R word out there like it was nothing. Let's move on to this one. Signed card by Robbie Benson. $1,200. Back in 1984, I ran into actor Robbie Benson at the Dallas airport. Man, what a lucky guy. A really great guy. He really liked my jacket and told me he knew a place in Hollywood that sold one like it. Robbie is a huge actor, and his autograph is hard to get. Sadly, he only said a little card, but I have a picture of his to go with it. If we meet in person, I will bring my mama, who was there, so she can vouch for me, so you know it's real. Only asking $1,200. One thing, I bet, let's say it's real. You're not going to get $1,200 for a Robbie Benson autograph. Robbie Benson don't even have $1,200. Whatever happened to that guy? Anyway, he's going to bring his mama with him so she can verify. This is some scheme with a son and a mama's teaming up together. This is you have to applaud them to coming up. You know, they didn't do something like Madonna autograph. They did Robbie Benson. You know, that's part of the genius of it. Let's get back over to Star Wars. Star Wars actor for social media. $1,000. Now, this is the deal. Listen to this one. I played a bug-like alien Jedi in the first Star Wars movie called Star Wars. I'm really well known in the Star Wars fan world and even show up at cons to sign photos of the alien. Any Star Wars fan is a fan of the bug alien known as Max. For $1,000, I will follow you on any social media you like, $1,000 for each. That way your family and friends will see that a famous Star Wars actor follows you. This will get you more followers than last week. It'll get you more followers than last week. I can do only this for 2 people, so hurry. Harry on the radio at 11. What? Who is Harry and why is he on the radio at 11 o'clock? It's just like some kind of code, like some World War II code or something, you know? What is that? I mean, who's going to pay $1,000 for this guy who's not even this guy to follow you on social media? Get out of here. And here's one without a picture. I don't think we ever had one without a picture before. Star Wars or Star Trek prank calls, $200. That sounds funny. I might take him up on this one here. I can do voice of any actor from Star Trek or Star Wars, from the main cast to the aliens to even the Chewbacca monster. For $200, I will call up one of your friends and leave him a funny prank message of any Star Trek or Star Wars voice you want. That sounds like a fun deal. It will be funny, and your friend will laugh at it. I bet he will. Sorry at this time, I cannot do the voice of Chief O'Brien from Star Trek The Next Generation or DS9. Email me today. Wait. Why? Did he get sued by the guy that plays Chief O'Brien or something? Why can't he can do all the voices, but it's just right now he can't do Chief O'Brien. Or has he got some contract where he's already done the voice? He's like, hey, I'm going to pay you to prank my friend with Chief O'Brien's voice. Don't be pranking anyone else with it. I don't understand. I've got so many questions for this guy. But I'm not going to pay him $200 to call me. Let's see. How about a rare comic book? Rare Star Trek comic, $420. I had to close my comic book store, Only Comics and More, after COVID. His comic book store was named Only Comics and More. How's that Only Comics and More? Let's move on. Sadly, I'm now trying to sell some of my rarest items to make up for closing down. I have a rare Star Trek comic released to the newsstands on June 11th, 1972. The issue is number 11, called Journey to the Center of the Road, and released under DC Comics. It's close to mint, and I would think it would get an 8.5 to 9.2 grade for you if you got it graded. Very rare, very in demand. Email me or text me with questions asking $420 plus $85 to ship it. $85. Let's look at this mint comic book. Ripped so bad you can't even see Spock's face on it. Again, maybe this is one where they uploaded the wrong picture or something. I don't know, but I doubt there's a rare comic book from Star Trek called Journey to the Center of the Road. That even sounds made up. Let's move on to one more. Let's go one more. Get back into the Star Trek mode here. Star Wars mode, I should have said. Oh, man, this is some little print here. I hope I can read this one here. Let's go. What's the name? I cut off the name of this one. Sorry. This is somebody selling some Star Wars vintage shoes. These are my old Star Wars shoes I got back in the 70s when I was like 8 years old. I got them a few weeks before going back to school. Hey, honestly, I think I have these same shoes also. They have R2 on one of the bottoms and 3PO on the other bottom, and I love stepping in the sand in them. Let's get back to reading. My mom said I could get any shoe I wanted, and I wanted Star Wars shoes. So Star Wars shoes I got. I don't blame him there. I love them and wore them for like 10 years. He wore little kid shoes for 10 years? Let's say he bought these in 78. In 1988, he was still wearing his R2 and 3PO kid shoes? Let's get back to it. Where was I? Okay, this is a small font. Okay. It made my sister Mark sad because he wanted Star Wars shoes, but never got any because I had Star Wars shoes, so how could she get Star Wars shoes? Well, this is too confusing. It made my sister Mark sad because he wanted Star Wars shoes, but never got any because I had Star Wars shoes. So how could she get Star Wars shoes if I had Star Wars shoes? First off, I don't know if your sister's a boy or a girl. What's going on there? And second, they only have one pair of shoes in the whole town. Oh, God, this is confusing. If she sees this, maybe she can finally get them. Hey, that's thinking. I like that. Asking $500 as they are rare and hard to find in good shape. I had other shoes also, but I didn't keep the others around. I did have some brown water boots, but they got washed away in the flood of 1982. I really did like them, and they were fun to jump around in the lake with. I also had some cowboy boots that said "eat my dust" on them that my grandpa got me, but my mom said that was very rude and nasty, and she wouldn't let me wear them unless I was at his house or Aunt Jelly's house for Thanksgiving. I do miss them. Anyway, Star Wars shoes, email me, get them simple. Why is this guy so rambling? Why is this guy rambling so much about his water boots and his boots, his cowboy boots that say "eat my dust" on them, which sounds kind of cool? This is some weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. Anyway, that's a look at weird, crazy Star Wars or pop culture. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Craigslist ads. Please tell me. These people are just making them so I'll find them, right? This is crazy. Get off the drugs before you get on Craigslist.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.